Okay, 4.3 test review, dividing polynomials. So a lot of this, y'all, is calculator. Don't let it stress you out. I know the back says synthetic division, but I was gone those days. That's when I wasn't feeling good. And so we didn't actually learn that. So we're just going to kind of skip over. I'm going to show you how to do it in your calculator because on the test they're multiple choice. So you really only need to do the front of the test review, and then we'll go from there. So it says any method. I'm going to use the calculator. So I'm going to go to y equals alpha y equals enter. I'm going to type it just the way I see it. X squared minus 5x plus 6 over x minus 3. Second graph. Now remember, we're doing y equals mx plus b. This is your slope. This is where x equals 0. So we need to find m and b. So x is 0, y is negative 2, so b is negative 2. And I always go to, might help if you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, x is 0, y is negative 2. That's where I got that. Okay, and then I always go to the positive numbers, and 2, 3, 4, they're adding 1 each time. So my m is 1. So my answer here is x, or 1x, minus 2. Now, check your work. So you're going to come here, and you're going to do x minus 2 or 1x minus 2, either way. And you're going to make sure they match. Now, there is always going to be an error. Just ignore that, okay? As long as everything else matches, you're perfect. The reason there's an error is because your denominator cannot be 0. 3 minus 3 is 0, and that would make the denominator 0. That's why that's there. But as long as everything else matches, you're perfect. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Now, anytime it's not a squared over just an x, like linear, quadratic over linear, we have to take out GCFs first. So here there's a GCF of x, and there's also a GCF of x on the bottom. So I'm going to take it out. So x, if I take out an x, that becomes 10x squared plus 19x to the first power, or just by itself. And then we took that x out, so it's just plus 6. Over, this also has both have an x, and you get 2x plus 3. Now, these x's actually cancel each other, and now you can do it in the calculator. So, 10x squared plus 19x plus 6 over 2x plus 3. Second graph. Oops, sorry, we can delete the y2 for now. And so at 0, remember we're looking for m and b. So where x is 0, y is 2, so my b is 2. And then it's going up 5. So 2 plus 5 is 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, 12 plus 5 is 7, so this is 5. So my answer is actually 5x plus 2. We can check our work. 5x plus 2, second graph. And they all match, so we're good. Let's look at number 3. Now number 3 is a quadratic over a linear, so we can go straight to the calculator. 2x squared plus 3x minus 9 over x plus 3. Again, sorry. So b is negative 3. And it's going up 2 each time. So 2x minus 3 is my answer. And 2x minus 3. Now, most of your test is multiple choice, but there are, I think, 4 problems, maybe 5 that are not. So they're like this one, so they're straight out of the calculator. So just make sure you write your m and your b, and I'm happy, so that was right. We did it right. So this next one is a quadratic over a linear, so we can go straight to the calculator. 6x squared plus 19x plus 10 over 3x plus 2. I'm just going to ignore that. Okay, b is 5. And it's going up plus 2. So 2x plus 5. They match, so that's right. Now this last one's a little different, but it's again quadratic over a linear, so we can do it in the calculator. So, and it's actually going up 4, because 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 4 is 15. So 4x minus 1 should be my answer. And they match, so it's correct. Okay. On your test, there are some that, like the back, okay? Remember, I'm saying you don't have to do the back because it's synthetic division. You can do number 6 in the calculator. You can do number 10. You can do number 9. But 7 and 8 are a little different, so I'm going to go over that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do 6. 6 is a calculator problem again. 3x squared minus 10x minus 8 over x minus 4. So we need to find m and b. So b is 2, and it's going up by 3. Always check your work. And it works. Let's get down to number 9. Now, this one's a little different. You have x's, but we can take those out on top. So we take that out, and we're left with negative 2x squared plus 14x plus 36 over x plus 2. Now, I know that x does not cancel x plus 2, so I'm going to put that x as part of my answer, and I'm going to ignore it. So then I come here, and I'm going to type just what's on the inside. Negative 2x squared plus 14x plus 36 over x plus 2. Okay, 0 is 18. And m, it's actually going down. Y'all see how they're getting smaller? So it's going to be a negative slope. And I'm going to go down to my smaller numbers. So 8 minus 2 is 6, minus 2 is 4. So it's actually negative 2x minus 18. Or sorry, plus 18. That's a positive. Now, I'm going to check that and make sure. They do match. No, they don't match. What did I do wrong? Oh, duh, because the x isn't there. Sorry, take the x out. Aha, it does match. Sorry about that, y'all. Because we only typed this piece in the calculator, so that x was already taken out, so we couldn't put it in there just now. So I do want you to realize you could see the answer like this, but you could also see it to where it's distributed back in, and it could be negative 2x squared plus 18x. So, or it could be either of those ways. Okay, same with number 10. We have to take that extra x out of the top since they all have one. Don't forget to put that x back. So b is 4, because that's where x equals 0, and it's going up 1 time each, so it's 1. So it's going to be x plus 4. Or we can see it where it's distributed. So x times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. So one of those. Okay, now 7 and 8. There are questions like this on your test are multiple choice. So I'm actually going to show you one of them. Just one. And obviously you do not have to do them by hand because I did not teach you by hand. Okay, actually let's do one like this. Okay, so I'm going to come to my calculator and I'm going to go to y equals and I'm going to type it in there. Alpha y equals enter 2x to the 4th power plus 0x cubed plus x squared plus x minus 4 over x minus 1. Okay, so first off, one trick I want you to realize is if you divide, that's kind of like subtracting exponents, so 4 minus 1 is going to be 3. So I know my answer is going to be cubed, so I know a is going to be wrong, and I can prove that to you. 2x squared plus 3x plus 4, second graph. See how they don't match? It's because it was squared. So let's try our cubed answers. So 2x to the third power plus 2x squared plus 3x is b. And now these do not match either, but they're pretty close. So the next one, the only difference, it has a plus 4 on the end. And everything matches except for the error, so that is your answer. So that's how you'll do problems like 7 and 8. Everything else can be done in the calculator. And if you have any questions, let me know. And good luck on your test tomorrow.